Hello, what's up, and welcome to my BattleGround 2017 review. And my God, this freaking show. Let me say a lot of things that in regards to this pay-per-view. And this was not a good show. Let's get that out of the way. This was not. We'll talk about the good, the bad, some stuff that may have sucked, some stuff that just plain out sucked, and you just wonder to yourself like, why this show when you look at it. And first off, let's kick it off with the pre-show match, which was literally the same pre-show match I saw when I went to Backlash about a month or two ago with Ty Dillinger and Aiden English. On a positive note, for once, Aiden English did get a win. That's actually a good thing for him. But the thing is, where does he go on from here? Because when you look at both Ty Dillinger and Aiden English, like, they're barely on TV at the time. Ty Dillinger, yes, he could have got the win again, but what has it benefited him, really? Because we barely see this guy on TV. And, finally he's kind of re-emerged back, but we just haven't, I don't know. Where does this benefit from? Because I just looked at this as another pre-show match just because with these two, because it's like, why are we doing this again? And like I said, English got a win, but it's like, where does it go on from here? Because it was literally the same match I saw at the pay-per-view, except it's just the other way around who won this time. I saw Ty win Backlash, and now English won at BattleGround. Next was the first match of the show, which was most likely the best thing out of this whole show before it went to the shit hit the fan. The Usos, which I don't know which Uso, maybe it was Jimmy Uso, but he wrestled in a full hoodie, so I don't know why. I thought that was kind of crazy to me. Like, this dude literally wrestled in a full hoodie. And Uso and New Day, which was Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods wrestling. Every time I see American gear on Xavier Woods, I just keep saying Consequences Creed back from TNA again when he was there. And this was a great match. Probably the best match of this entire night. This was like really the best match. This was a very great tag team match. I enjoyed it, especially with Woods going for that. I believe that jump. I don't know, is that he jumps off the ropes. I don't know what the name of that move was, but he did it. And one of the Usos hit him clean with a super kick. There's a lot of high spots, stuff I didn't expect to be kicked out. Once the Usos hit the splash on Kofi, I thought it was over. But when they were going to go for a double splash, Xavier Woods knocked one of them off the ropes. Kofi hit the Trouble in Paradise, and then he did that long distance elbow for the win, which the New Day are now the new tag team champions. I didn't expect to have a title change. I thought this feud was going to go all the way to SummerSlam, and then the New Day picks up the belt. But the crowd was really into it. I enjoyed the match. It was a very great match. I just didn't really expect the New Day to win. I thought Usos were going to retain, but New Day became the champions. Will this continue in the SummerSlam? I think it will, but I expected the New Day to win at SummerSlam though. I was sorry that Big E wasn't in the match, but hey, Woods and Kofi did really good. I enjoyed this tag team match. Not a lot to complain about there. I just didn't expect a title change really. This is now where everything hits the fan. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Baron Corbin. This match, my God, this was really boring to look at. And the finish kind of made it worse, because like, I get they gotta protect both guys. You have one that's the Money in the Bank winner, and the other one's Nakamura, but the whole nut shot was just odd. I felt like the crowd, and this is Philly, but let's be honest here, they have to keep lowering the tickets for people to come to this show. So you knew it was kind of get bad, and this is where it just started hitting the fan right here. It just wasn't a good match really to look at. It really wasn't. And Corbin, yeah, he just came back and get some heat on him, hitting Nakamura with the briefcase and hit him with the end of days, because it was a fuck finish, and Nakamura still won by DQ. But this match just wasn't really good to look at. It was something off about it. It was just really kind of boring when you look at it. They did what they could, but I just didn't really care for this match, and the crowd, they didn't care either. I mean, reacted to the big spots. That's all they did. So it just wasn't good, and this is where it just hit the fan. Next was the Fatal 5-Way Women's match. Naomi was on commentary. Lana, I don't know why she is getting a pop. Tamina looked like she came out dressed as... if you gave her sunglasses, you thought she would be another character in The Matrix. I thought she was a character in The Matrix for a minute. And this match was kind of a bit clunky in some parts. The thing that got me was the rapid fire pinfalls that just kind of came out of nowhere. Because first, which I swear to God, if Lana was about to get a pin over Becky, I didn't know what to say from there. But because first Tamina was gone after Becky did the disarmer and then hit the disarmer on Lana, eliminating her. Then she got eliminated quickly by Natalya with a roll up. Charlotte and Natalya were left in. I did like the deadlift power bomb she did on Natalya. But when Charlotte did a moonsault, Natalya put her knees up and then rolled her head into the corner and got the pin. So it will be Natalya versus Naomi at SummerSlam. I expected Charlotte to win this. This was very odd, and I'm kind of glad Natalya's getting a shot for once, because they've really overlooked her many a times and slept on her. But I think people really expected Charlotte to, and I think it would be a really great match for Charlotte versus Naomi for the title at SummerSlam. I don't know what's going to happen going into this thing, but right now it's Natalya versus Naomi at SummerSlam. But at least they got someone that is actually really good in the ring, and Natalya is really good. I just feel like she's just been overlooked many times. Because please, I swear to God, nobody wants to see Lana. I don't know why people reacted to. I was surprised she even got a reaction, but Lana, I just don't know where this is going anymore. All she does is lost, and Tamina's a bodyguard now, which she usually does. So I'm just glad that Lana did not win this thing again. I still think, well, I kind of knew Becky wasn't going to win, and Becky Lynch is good, but I just think she wasn't winning either. But I just really expected Charlotte to win this match. But I do feel like Natalya, at least she's somewhere in a higher level of the card now, into a bigger part of SummerSlam, going for the title. I just think, like I said before, I just think people really expected it to be Charlotte versus Naomi. So it was odd with the rapid fire finishes, though. Just kind of beat everybody kind of easily right there. Next would have been a really great match was AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Champion, which really was a good match, but it just never got out of the first gear. It didn't get out the first gear. Next thing you know, Styles tries to go for a Styles clash, then Kevin Owens picks up and throws Styles in the referee, and my God, this was the slowest, almost longest ref bump ever. Because they both kept hitting submissions on each other, from the calf crusher to both of them hitting cross faces, and then Owens pretty much pulled himself back, and the referee was just getting slower and slower to get the pin. And then when he counted so slow, I was like, wait, it's over? And I'm looking like Kevin Owens is the U.S. champion. I can't say, number one, it felt like a very screwy finish. I can't say Owens cheated. It just was a clean finish when you look at it also, but the way it was done, and I guess people want to say AJ's shoulders wasn't there or something, or both men's shoulders, but I didn't see that. It was just so odd, and the match just ended abruptly, like, it's over. Like, what the fuck? Like, what do you mean it's over? I just swear that referee was getting up the longest. The referee took forever. Alright? The referee was just slow, like, getting up. And Owens never tapped, and he technically won clean, so I guess he gets the belt, was it 3 times now for him? But this was just odd. This just didn't make sense to me, and the ref counted, so that was the longest count I've ever seen. And Owens still won, so 2 title changes I did not expect, especially the U.S. title. That shit was confusing to me. Like, really. None of this made sense in either way. I don't know where it made sense. But it was just kind of a very bad finish. The match was good, even though I really never got a first gear, but that finish was just very odd once the ref went down, and it just got all screwy from submissions on each other, and the referee just taking forever to get up, and that long ass count. So that was just very odd. John Cena versus Rusev in a flag match, time to make John Cena look super strong. Oh boy. This match, they did what they could, and this was pretty much a stretcher match. They just had to take the flag to the podium in the back, but I hope this was the end of this feud because I don't know what was the point of this. Was this just to make John Cena look strong? Yeah. And let me say this match felt very long. And they said this match ended at like 21 minutes or something and 10 seconds, but dude, that's what this felt like 30 minutes for a second bit. Like, this match was long, okay? This match was very, very, very long. Because there were times they were just crawling multiple times, and tables got involved. With Cena did a FU on both of the tables, and Rusev was trying to hit him with the flag, and the flag was getting knocked down multiple times. And this match, they just, where does Rusev go on from this? This is just like before when they put John Cena against Rusev. Like, it was like insta feud for no reason. And I remember, like, okay, Rusev beat him at what, the Fastlane pay-per-view by a screwy finish. Next thing you know, John Cena beats him 3 times in a row, pretty much burying the guy damn near, that he was doing cold fish segments with Lana. And I don't even know why they didn't even have Lana back with Rusev at this point, because the Lana experiment isn't working out well either. But this whole America and, I don't know, the Bulgaria, and even some people booed at Cena, but that's just common at this point. Like, they did what they could, but I just knew John Cena was winning this match. I really had no doubt John Cena was ever going to lose this match. Like, he was winning just because. Okay, he was just winning to make him look strong. I don't know if he's going for the title next. I don't know. But even I felt like they kind of wasted Rusev a little by bringing him back just to put him against John Cena. I don't really see another point of having this feud go further. Cena won. He beat him. Let's just move on to the next thing, because I don't know where you can go with Rusev from this point. And this was just to make John Cena look super strong. Alright, this was mostly to make him look super strong. Fashion Files. The Fashion Files. Well, they did the X-Files thing. I still don't know why Tyler Breeze is dressed as a woman, which they hugged each other very long for some reason. Ascension came in and they said it was them all along, and then next thing you know, everything blacks out and stuff, and the lights off, and Breezy on the ground. Fandango's got a flashlight, then somebody takes him out, and then they're all both on the ground, and they were just beat up then while the flashlight was looking at them. So I thought we were going to find out who did it, but I guess we gotta wait till next time. Mike Bennett or Kanellis or whatever went against Sami Zayn, and why is this a rematch, and why didn't they save this match for the pay-per-view, and what was the point of doing this on SmackDown? This was literally the same match, a little bit more competitive, but almost the same finish with Sami Zayn winning this time. And, you know, and Mike Bennett, well, that was such a very short streak for him. On his first pay-per-view, and he wrestles, and he loses. Okay, and I don't know why this feud needs to continue. I think they need to find something better for Sammy, but I don't know. I think Mike Bennett will be unbeaten, or like at least undefeated for a couple longer than lose on his first pay-per-view after he just won on SmackDown. So I just kind of find that very odd in a way for him kind of losing. And like I said, same match from SmackDown, a bit more competitive, except Sami Zayn won this time. At least Sami got a win, but I didn't even see a point of this match. I even forgot this match was even happening, so I kind of forgot about it. And then we get to the Punjabi prison matches. Oh boy, this is the third one. This match was just, God, this was bad. This was bad. The crowd turned on. I didn't know what they were chanting. I read this on Twitter. Trust the motions, trust the colors, or trust the process chants. But dude, when I'm hearing delete chants and CM Punk chants, a few gender chants, but even Orton looked confused by it. First off, half this match is in the ring, and I'll say I was bored by this match. This match went even overtime over the pay-per-view, almost like the 10-12 at night. I said, wow, we're going overtime with this. And to be honest, the Singh brothers took more bumps than Orton and Mahal themselves. They're in the ring, then they got to get out, and they get them out of there. But I don't know. You got Orton climbing up the cage to jump across, kind of like what Batista did when he jumped off of it, and even Undertaker, he did one thing from reached the second one. It's same thing with Batista and Undertaker. Had to climb across to get to the second part of the Punjabi prison match. Next thing you know, it took them 20 minutes to actually have some real violence in this match, where Orton's arm was bleeding. I feel they had a mark under his chest, but his arm was bleeding. He started beating all three of them, the Singh brothers and Mahal, with kendo sticks and chairs. Even when they got to the top of the cage, only one Singh brother really took a big bump off the top of the cage and landed on the announce table. Wish I would have got a bigger reaction out of it, but Orton was literally beating these guys up with kendo sticks and chairs, and even bleeding from the arm. Like I said, it took nearly 20 minutes to get to the violence. And the biggest pop was when one of them fell on the broadcast table. Okay, that was literally the only big pop out of this whole match. The crowd was already turning on it. Some were saying let's go gender, but I only heard a few say that, and I just heard a lot of CM Punk chants and delete, delete, delete chants, and I don't think, and it's hard to see in this match. Okay, you could barely see through this match because of all this steel structured bamboo. Oh my god, how many times did they say steel structured bamboo or trust the process? Did you take a shot every time you heard that throughout this whole match? What the announcers was saying, like, this is just getting bad. Oh, and then the biggest thing happened. The music plays. Orton's almost out the cage. Guess who's back, folks? The Great Khali is back in the WWE. Great Khali comes in. Orton's climbing up it. He tries to get out, but then he climbed back over the thing and grabbed Orton by the throat and held him as Jinder pretty much climbed out, and he celebrated. So now the Great Khali. And dude, this feels like the same finish I've seen with 3 of these matches straight with Orton and Jinder. And I guess Orton didn't. I guess they didn't want Orton losing clean, but to have Jinder, what is he, beaten Orton 3 times in a row, but they've all been by some type of help from the Singh brothers. And even I had to say, can he win one match on his own just to make him look dominant instead of having them come out? And now you got Great Khali coming back now. I don't really know what to feel about Great Khali. I don't see where this is gonna go with Great Khali. I don't know. And this Punjabi prison was whatever. I don't know what the point of was bringing this back. Oh, and Khali was part of the first one, so he's got to be back. All right, and this was just out of just bad. All right, I don't know. The Singh brothers took more bumps than both of these guys in this match. The booking of this show was just bad, from screwy finishes, I guess some odd title changes, just some boring matches, and this match just went long, just like the flag match. It just went very, very long. Alright, and Philly was just very quiet, but then look what they were given. After the tag title match, everything hit the fan. When you look at it, they tried, but I'm surprised Philly didn't hijack the show as much as they did in the main event. I expected a lot of hijacking, like at the Royal Rumble in 2015. But where do you go from this? This was a bad pay-per-view. I'm giving this a D-. I thought about an F, but the reason why I'm giving it a D- because the tag team match was really great, and that's really the most positive I can say out of this whole thing. I thought about giving it maybe a C, C-, but this was just bad. Like, this was just like, what the fuck was I watching all night? I was just bored. I was ready just for the show to end. Like, this Punjabi prison, Khali, I'm just not even sure yet if I really need to see him with Jinder now, just as another enforcer. The AJ and Owens match was good, but it never got a first gear, and the very just odd referee finish was just strange. This was just so odd that it took forever. Shinsuke and Corbin was not good, even and then a screwy finish, of course. The women's match, somewhat of a train wreck, but good, a little good, but with the rapid fire finishes, and I just didn't expect Natalya to win, but very rapid fire finishes throughout this whole thing, and Natalya getting the win. We'll see where that goes from there. Mike Bennett versus Sami Zayn. I don't know what the point of doing this match again. If you did it on SmackDown last Tuesday, you should have saved the match for the pay-per-view on Sunday. Okay. Is there anything else that happened on this pay-per-view that is need to be said of? Nah, pre-show was just whatever. Cena versus Rusev. Cena wins because Cena wins, and it's John Cena. That's why, okay? Because it's John Cena. That's pretty much what you can put from that. It's John Cena. So, yeah. But the show, it's just for what it was. That's all I can really say for this. Check out my live reactions and review this pay-per-view tonight. This was just bad. Okay, this was just horrible, right? SmackDown's booking has really took a bad part ever since, I guess, the rumors are true that Vince took the head writer and put him on Raw, and Road Dogg's running the shows, and they killed talking smack, and I don't know, the booking was just odd. Glad the New Day won, but I really expected them to win at SummerSlam. But great match though, still. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. This show. Delete. Peace. Bullet Club. Watch the G1 Climax. You'll have a better time watching that show, which I'm trying to catch up on that right now myself. Peace. Watch Naito and Ibushi and Omega and Suzuki. Out of here.